Hello, Diargos here. Welcome back to my Factorio series, The Manhattan Project. Well, in between episodes, I finished up setting up the ingredients for science. I've got a few assemblers here that aren't being used right now. Just what I did was I cleared out all of the passive provider chests. I set up... Well, I thought I set up... Oh, I forgot to set up these two engines. Okay. I think I stopped here, actually. I did some other stuff. Yeah, so these four here still need to be set up. But I set up the rest. You can see they're set up. They're just not getting ingredients. I added lubricant here. And the reason why I forgot about these is because I ran off to go fix lubricant. I also added some roboports for now. Maybe keep them there. But during the initial... surge of moving all the ingredients here, the bots are swarming like crazy. It's gotten a lot better. They were all going, so I had 54,000 going at once. It was like this was just completely dark for about a minute with bots flying. You couldn't even see yourself under it, so I had to leave out of there. And well, also want to point out that ever since I opened up the ore bank, this isn't going anywhere. I might have to turn off the ore bank or something for a while just to clear that out. That was one of the last few ones I had. So I connected the two networks, right? And now they're preferring to go up there to grab the iron because it's closer, I guess. So like there's that one. There's a couple of these smaller ones down here in this corner. Either I just skipped over them or hadn't gotten to them. There's like one over here. I think he might have finished. Yeah, I'll pick those up later. Still just kind of going through and pruning in between episodes. But I made some big changes over here as well to the lubricant. What I did was I added some roboports. Of course, I forgot to add those, so they were all kind of using this one or this one for the coal, which is pretty important. I added this. This is just a solar refinery. There's no speed modules, just productivity modules, which is fine. It's supposed to go slow, use up very little oil. And the reason why I added it, you can see I have it coming down here, and it's plugging in, feeding all the rest of these. Now, this is coal liquefaction, so it's self-feeding. You don't have to add oil to it, right? You just add coal and it goes in a circle. But you can see here, the basic setup is the same. I've got the heavy oil coming out, looping back around, feeding back into itself, right? But it's also coming down here to create lubricant. But I don't have pumps, I don't have logic, and for the most part it works pretty well where it'll feed itself first and then go down to lubricant, right? However, what happened was because this was getting backed up with like the light oil got backed up, I think mostly that the petroleum gas not so much, but it's mostly the light oil because all I'm doing is I'm converting everything but the heavy oil I'm using to convert let me start over. The heavy oil is only going to lubricant. The rest of the stuff, which has to go somewhere in order to keep making heavy oil, the petroleum gas and light oil, is going to make solid fuel. And I'm not converting light oil to petroleum first because it's actually more efficient, and I do want to have the solid fuel for my rocket parts. I have another solid fuel thing down here. So these chests get backed up though because I wasn't drawing from them enough or whatever. And when they get backed up, what happens, and this is the actual point, these won't take in more heavy oil, but they'll drain out from the pipes into the lubricant, and then they don't have enough to restart themselves. So this thing is here just to make sure that I will always be able to keep restarting the heavy oil if I have to. It just kind of flushes in a little bit to kind of help out, and over again. And I think that's fine. What I'm doing is I'm just pushing out the light oil and the petroleum gas back down into this line. So it's part of this system as well. It's going to feed that. And you can see I've got it on just a basic processing because I actually want to produce more heavy oil than light oil petroleum gas. So I'm fine with that. So we'll see how that works. It's not perfect because it's still possible for like light oil or heavy oil or light oil petroleum gas to back up, right? But it'll at least kind of kick it into gear more. keep things going more. So we'll check on that. Now I also added this. So just in case light oil or heavy oil does back up, it's going into these two silos. And man, this filled up so fast, like incredibly quickly. Now it can flow right back out to make solid fuel, but you saw those solid fuel chests are mostly full now. However, they're attached to pumps, and the pumps only work if it's over 10,000. They both are over 10,000 now. I'm surprised that petroleum gas is much higher. So this is pretty much completely full. It's like 100 off. Yeah, okay. So it's pretty much completely full. And this one, not so much. Now what's happening, I think that why that one's down now is because this one's coming up here to crack, and it's going real fast into, and I don't even have productivity modules because I really don't want to make extra of it, but it's going into here. You can see why the petroleum gas is not emptying out anymore, because they're both going into this section, which then comes over here to feed plastic. Well, plastic is, I mean, it's not running because it doesn't need to. It's full. So this pipe is pretty much filled up. You can see it's almost at 100 now. It's like one. Yeah, that guy right there is running. He's like the only one. So I just have nothing to use this petroleum gas for. So I think what I might do is, I like this idea, but what I might do is hook it up to a bank of this solid fuel once I start using it up. But for now, I mean, it's enough to keep lubricant going. So you can see how it still gets backed up, though. It's one way or the other, but it's just more outs for the gas to go. Hey, what are you doing? Okay, I'll fix you later. So this whole southern area on the map is just botched right now to fix it. So these are still going. I think everything is running. I mean, if we look at the numbers at the very bottom over there on the right of the information screen, you can see products finished. It's at 6,700. 6,700. These are lower. For some reason, the military and purple are lower. I think because the pump jacks or the engines or something. 1,400. 2,500. And then over here, it's insane amounts. 20,000. 17,000. 5,800. Okay, so we're going to have plenty of red and green science. I mean, we have enough now, though, to actually start making a rocket. We have the parts that we need. Yeah, I think everything, we can start making actual science. And that'll help everything else. So let's do that. Let's make one rocket silo. This is not the final setup by any means, but we're going to want to make this. Oh, crap. I forgot to set aside some electric engines. That's a bummer. Okay. Where are they? They're up there at the top by lubricant. Okay. I don't think there's going to be... They're probably getting drained. Yeah, let me grab those. That's the only thing that's really hard to get. Because look, it used up so quickly. No, not here. Next one. Okay, so they are... Oh, here we go. Maybe they're not getting used up. I needed 200. Right? Yeah. Drop back that. It's the pump jacks. So maybe I need more pump jacks. Or... So here's an example of how this is weird. This one's not getting any pump jacks. But that one has all of them. You've made 378 and you've made 519. What are you low on? Pipes. Pipes. Okay, well guess what? I've got some pipes for you right here. Do it right here. Pipes. Oh, you know why? It's because I forgot. This is kind of important. The pipes assembler is not in any kind of speed module situation. It's not going to be able to keep up. So I just need to I need to keep my eye out for other ones that are like that. I think there was a few other ingredients that I kind of dismissed. I forgot that they're not going to be able to keep up because they're not sped up like these. So we could just do one and it would probably be fine for like every type of ingredient like that. We'll kind of keep our eye on the other ones, but I'm gonna go over here and start building this rocket silo. Where's... Okay. I don't want to fish them out of there. We need 200 processing units. That's the only other one that I'm even slightly worried about because... Never mind. Thought maybe they drained them out or something. I don't know. That was stupid. Okay, in concrete we've got more than we need. 1,000? Is that it? That's not 1,000. Is that 1,000? Really? I thought that was like 900. Okay. And then some iron, we got that, no problem. And then 1,000 steel. Steel is up here. Okay. 1,000 steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. One row. Okay. We should be able to start making it now. There we go. And while that's crafting, I think it takes like a minute or something like that. 30 seconds. Okay. Let's look in the map and say, where do we want our one-off rocket? We're gonna have like an actual area at some point, but for now the idea is just to get science going again so that we can get robot speed and what's the other one? There's like really just two that I care about. I mean, get off the map. Okay, there we go. Robot speed and probably mining productivity. These two. Those are the two that I care about. The military ones are boring. Who cares? I mean, maybe the laser one would be kind of cool, but I don't really... It's not factory related. I wish that they had some more interesting ones in there. But the reason they said they didn't do some of them, like some of the ones that you would think would be a good fit, like shooting speed. I don't know if it's shooting speed or bullet damage. One of those military ones, they said it was like way too overpowered. So I can get that. But like carrying, it'd be kind of cool if they could carry more or something like that as well. I think I'm just gonna drop it down here, maybe. Do it like right here. Give myself some room. We'll move it somewhere else later. Now we need to grab beacons. We've got chests. We've got speed modules and productivity modules. Okay, we just need beacons, and then we're gonna put 20 beacons around it. So that's the max. And of course, we still have to do the labs, but right now we want to launch the rocket and get that going. Oh shoot, we still have to make the satellite. Gotta make the satellite. Okay. Let's see. I forget. It's not. I think you start. The best way to do it is to start in the corner, like the farthest away you can get. Right. So like right there. Right there. You see that the white line around the silo is lighting up. That means it's on it. So there's 4, right? And then fill those in. So now you can see that that's 5. Now we could probably make it prettier than this. Okay, so how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 20. Let's do it like this. That over a little bit. Get a space there. And then I think same thing for here. Just got these gaps on northwest, east, south. That's kind of weird way to say it. Okay. Then we want some. Can I still walk? Put that right there. Yeah. Okay. Put these in the corners, I guess. I could probably do it on the outside corner, but I want to make sure I've got, we need to actually load it, right? So let's, lights up. Cool. We need to actually load it with stuff. We need to load it with the parts. So let's do definitely productivity modules in the silo itself. 100% sure. Do that. And then speed modules, of course, in the beacons. Okay, so we want requester chests. I mean, we could do something like this. I think that's kind of cool looking, right? 3. And then stack inserters. And then each, we have 4. That's kind of awkward. Then I also need to make sure that I have a silo requester chest. So I might do 3 sides and then a satellite on the bottom or something. I need to do like some logic with that. Probably, I don't know. So let's think. We got the density. What is it? Where is it? The low density structures can be on the left. We'll do it in order. Okay, low density structures here. Here they come. Then the rocket fuel on the top. Just kind of going left to right. What are you giving me there? And then the control unit on the right. There we go. I think that's going to be enough to keep it going. Like, I don't think I need to split these up here. So maybe not even have. Here, let's pick it up like this. So the satellite, though, needs to be at the bottom. Now, oh, we don't need to do it like that. In fact, well, I don't even have a regular inserter on me. Okay, whatever. I'll use a fast inserter. I don't know if I want to do some kind of logic to this. I'm pretty sure that you can't like put in. It's already ready. Alright, so it's preparing. That was fast. So you can see like 1 rocket per minute if this is going. This will be 1 rocket, almost 1 rocket per minute, I bet. You see how fast that was while I was talking? I don't even know what that was. I wasn't paying attention. I was not expecting it. For some reason, I didn't think it would suddenly come. Okay, so rocket result inventory. Results from launching the rocket. Keep in mind, this is my first time getting science back from a rocket launch. So clearly I need, that's what I should have done. Okay, so I need, let's do it like this. I need a spot for science to come out, which I don't know how fast it'll come out. It's 1,000, but we want to make sure it can clear out fast enough so that it can launch again. We definitely need a satellite, which I need to make up there. Okay. So results from launching the rocket. So it just comes there, and I can either grab it or empty it out, and then that's the satellite. And if I have auto launch with satellite, it'll launch as the inserter moves it in. And the only question is, do I want to put some kind of red circuit logic around here? Or, not red circuit, red wire logic circuit to control when the satellite gets passed into it. I don't know. I don't know if it matters, or if it will like handle it itself naturally. If I put like 100 satellites in there, is it going to put 100 satellites in the rocket and then launch them all? I don't want that. I don't think it will do that. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not really entirely sure what all the changes. Okay, so let's build a satellite real quick. It's 19 minutes and 45 seconds, and I want to launch this rocket in this episode. So that's science. I don't want to build it there. I need to build it over here. Or I could build it down here. I guess that's fine too. Right there. Okay, I need some roboports though, for sure. Okay. And then maybe a couple on this side. Oh. A few on that side. Satellite. Alright, we need a lot of crap. We need low density structures. Okay, let's start on the left here. Low density structure. How many things do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. No, we don't need that much stuff. Alright. Solar panel, we're gonna have to make more of those because right now I don't have that beefed up at all. Accumulator. Radar. Get us some radar. Processing units and then rocket fuel. Oh, and oh yeah, of course I can't do that. Okay. All right. Did I already do processing unit? Yeah. And then rocket fuel, right? Double check. The reason why I'm double checking like every single time is because as soon as I select it on here, they'll start bringing it. Even if I change it, it's kind of annoying. All right. And I'm leaving it capped. That's going to be my control so that I don't... I'm going to steal some rocket fuel. I don't want to... And some density structure from it. And that's a lot to steal. But I don't want... I don't want it all going there. I'm going to have to make some more or something like that, I think. For the satellites. And the solar panels and accumulators as well. So, let's see. Should be running pretty soon. What are we waiting on? Processing units? There comes the first one right there. Okay, we should see it go... It takes a lot, too. It's 100 of... Dang, that's a lot of stuff. The radar is like the cheapest thing, and that's the one that's the easiest to make, probably. Okay, so it made a satellite. Made a bunch of satellites. Oh, is it only one satellite per stack? It is. Okay, well, we'll let it go. We'll let it go to 2. Okay. Let's put that in here. And let's launch it. I wish that it had that cool sound when it... The siren going when it launched, but it doesn't. Here we go. Oh, I finished the game. Okay, well, not really. Very cool. And there goes the rocket result inventory. And look, watch how fast this builds up now that the science is out. So you think this has been a minute yet? We're a third of the way there. Hasn't been a minute yet. Halfway there. I wish I had like a stopwatch going. Okay, so definitely not a minute. I'm looking at my clock actually. Not even close. That was really fast. And then I've got my science. Very cool. Okay, so let's request satellite. And the thing that I want to make sure of is that I want to make sure that if this is filled up, that it doesn't keep launching rockets. I don't want it to launch if... Like, maybe I could say... Maybe I could... Maybe it'll do it automatically. Let's look. So, okay, so it's not... As long as there's something in here, it can't move the satellite over. And it won't auto-launch. Because it wasn't building it until that stuff cleared out. Okay, so let's just watch. I'm not doing anything here. Just one more. Now, this certainly seems like one rocket launch per minute or so, but I do not believe that this is sustainable. I think that I'm going to run out of rocket parts, or rocket, I wish they would have a better name for that. The rocket parts that build the rocket parts, right? And then the solar panels and accumulators and stuff like that going into the satellite. I think that these are not going to be built up fast enough. Well, I mean, this is a pretty good, that's a pretty good backlog, but I think it's just moving it from the chest, and eventually that'll clear out because it takes 100 accumulators every time. So it's 1, 2, you know, it's just like 20 launches and it's done. I don't think that counts. Same for the rocket fuel and the low density structures. I'm concerned about them, and I think since they take 100 of those and 50 of those, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually copy that and paste. These two will be low density structures as well, and then this one will be rocket fuel, because there's only 10 per stack, whereas there's 5 or 50 per stack there and 50 per stack there, so it's 5 times as many in terms of what's being stored. Pretty cool. We can request maybe like 3, just so that in case there's a lag, a little buffer there as well. Alright, well, I'm going to end the episode here. It's a little long, but I think it was worth it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.